Before we get started, check out the description to find out how you could win a Nano Ledger S. This is what we've been waiting for. Cardano ADA has successfully flipped Ripple as the 7th cryptocurrency by market capitalization. ADA is also the recipient of a hike in trading volume, and the metric is up by 30%. These factors have propelled ADA to be the top performing cryptocurrency among 20 assets. Amid these bullish sentiments, YouTube's biggest crypto influencer, Bitboy Crypto, has issued a warning to Cardano holders. But why would he issue a warning, and more importantly, what could it be? Bitboy Crypto is often one of the first resources new entrants in the crypto space stumble upon. He has been helpful in various ways, given that he has the best interest of investors at heart. He has recently been called out for using his platform to promote questionable crypto projects to his audience. Several reports about him have been filtered into the air, and according to them, he does endorse projects just because he's a fan of them, or he does it for a paycheck. However, negative opinions revolving around him do not drive out his detailed experience and information about the crypto market. Despite his poor track record, mainstream media outlets still consult him for views on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the broader crypto market on several occasions. Bitboy Crypto may be viewed as a charlatan by many of the industry's long-standing players, but he is always a hit with the newer crypto followers. So what does he have to say in particular to Cardano holders? In a video, he spoke extensively about the Bitcoin halving event, which could be the perfect opportunity for Cardano ADA to increase in price and value. Every 4 years, a Bitcoin halving occurs to prevent the cryptocurrency from becoming less valuable over time. Bitcoin is a finite resource, and there will only ever be 21 million Bitcoin, despite its somewhat nebulous seeming nature. Bitcoin halving is a much hype event that is happening in approximately 4-year intervals, with the first one occurring in 2012. It is part of the programming underlying the virtual currency to keep its total supply fixed. Roughly every 4 years when the halving event occurs, Bitcoin's price has seen a surge. This is because Bitcoin's supply decreases, which in turn increases the demand for Bitcoin. The first halving took place on the 28th of November of 2012, and the value of Bitcoin climbed steadily. It corrected shortly afterwards, what is known as the pullback compression phase, when the prices contract before continuing an upward trend. The second halving in 2016 was a highly anticipated event because popular interest in Bitcoin was on the rise. This euphoria extended to other cryptocurrencies as well. However, the third Bitcoin halving coincided with the breakout of the COVID-19 pandemic, causing prices to hit a low. The next Bitcoin halving is expected to take place in 2024, and expectations have been set for this event. At the end of the day, most people's attention is on Bitcoin's price, since it can affect the prices of other cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin is widely known as the pioneer cryptocurrency after all. The past performance of Bitcoin vehemently supports the idea that the price of Bitcoin will rise after a halving event. It is important to consider the fact that when the first halving event occurred, the price of Bitcoin was just $12. A year from then, it surged to around $1,031. In addition, the surge in altcoins and alternate blockchains that offer greater transaction speeds and scalability would be more attractive to the general public. Such factors would theoretically cause Bitcoin hype to fizzle out and the price to drop. Recently, Bitcoin has been surrounded by a great deal of competition from Ethereum and Cardano. The Ethereum merge and the Vassal hard fork coming from both networks are compelling investors to shift their gaze from Bitcoin. Many people have pointed out the fact that the historic increase in Bitcoin's price would have happened regardless of the halving. They also presented the argument that the hype caused by the halving period is solely responsible for the price increase and not the halving itself. Nonetheless, as an investor, it's important to be aware of Bitcoin halvings, as they have historically caused significant fluctuations in price. Also, Cardano's Vassal mainnet launch has been scheduled to occur this month, and investors need to be prepared for this. The upgrade is set to onboard significant improvements using Cardano's hard fork combinary approach and boost the network's performance by increasing throughput, script efficiency, and reducing latency in block transmission. The hard fork combinator is designed to enable the combination of several protocols without the need to make adjustments. In Cardano's case, a hard fork combinator combines protocol without a system interruption or restart. Although there is a slight chance of a system restart interruption, Cardano ADA holders on exchanges should consider a few details before and during the Vassal hard fork combinator event. Users should endeavor to make sure their funds are in the right place at the appropriate time before the Vassal event. This entails deciding whether to keep the funds in a non-custodial wallet or to leave them on an exchange, as some traders do. According to Daniel Rebar of IOG Project's Catalyst, ADA holders on exchanges should stay alert, as it remains likely that ADA accounts on exchanges might go into maintenance mode for a few days, which implies that withdrawals or deposits might be temporarily suspended during this period. Therefore, if users decide to keep their holdings on a centralized exchange or in a custodial wallet, they should be fully aware that the provider is in charge. During this upgrade, trading platforms might temporarily suspend deposits and withdrawals and can even momentarily halt trades. Users who keep funds on exchanges should be aware that their fate ultimately depends on the company. However, users who have decided to store their ADA coins in a non-custodial wallet should ensure they have access to their seed phrase or private keys. An individual is in absolute control of his or her funds before and after the Vassal hard fork combinator if they have their private keys. Also, Cardano holders should be on the lookout for updates from the exchange during the Vassal event and be prepared for any deposit and withdrawals in case there is a temporary freeze. Furthermore, Cardano is the first protocol after Ethereum that is rolling out a DeFi ecosystem, largely without a venture capital leg up. Cardano's DeFi protocols operate in a much more independent manner when compared to its competitors. More duplication has been released into the atmosphere by Cardano ADA holders as the cryptocurrency was announced on the Robinhood exchange. Robinhood recently announced that users will now be able to trade ADA and gain exposure to its spot price. An analytic website identified as Lunar Crush reported on the social activity of Cardano after the coin spiked as one of the top trending coins of the day. Cardano ADA has won the highest social scores among other cryptocurrencies. This is a direct result of the Vassal release news, which garnered attention from the crypto community. According to Sentiment, there was a lot of growth in ADA's social volume as online discussions about it have increased dramatically. The upcoming hard fork is likely to draw more attention as it will usher promising future gains in the Cardano ecosystem. Notably, the rise in ADA prices have had a direct impact on Cardano's MVRV, or market value to realized value, since late August. The stage is now set for Cardano to thrive in price and value until the hard fork. With criticism and negative sentiment ramping up because of previous delays, there is no space for complacency for Hoskinson's team now. While Ethereum and Cardano aim to achieve similar goals, they do so in distinct ways. Arguably its biggest downfall, Ethereum uses a proof-of-work consensus model to verify transactions. This is extremely energy intensive and can only handle around 15 transactions per second. Conversely, Cardano can theoretically handle thousands of transactions per second, allowing for better scalability. However, the Ethereum merge is expected to solve Ethereum's problems. Cardano is already a proof-of-stake network and has a strong development team behind its future upgrades. The project focuses on getting it right the first time, whereas Ethereum's development of its ecosystem revolves around trial and error. But Cardano is fighting an uphill battle with an army at a tenth the size of Ethereum's. Solana has also become a strong contender as well. It is a much larger development team and grows even quicker. No doubt low fees are nice, but low fees also indicate a low level of demand for the space on the network. This might change with more smart contracts start flowing through the network, which demands more space than payments. Does this mean that Cardano holders are not allowed to be over the moon just yet? Of course not. ADA is a fundamentally safe investment, and the Vassal hard fork is a massive upgrade. However, it is important to be convinced about Cardano's long-term bet before any other attractive factor. Apparently, Cardano is carving out its niche as a successful investment network, isn't it? But what are your thoughts on this? Let us have them in the comment section below. We'll see you in the next video, but before then, check out our other videos to find out how Cardano is living up to the dream of being the Ethereum killer. And as always, make sure you click on the subscribe and notification buttons.